welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. So for today, we're going to do something really exciting because we're going to be swatching and exploring these new shades under Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink 16-hour liquid lipstick collection. Yes, that's such a mouthful. They have about 40-something existing shades across many color families already, but for this Rogue Red's release, they have 7 new explorations of the red color family that they're excited for us to try and see for ourselves. So before we begin, the Doll of Mary channel is all about beauty and lifestyle content. So if you're into that, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm sure you'll have a lot of other fun stuff you'll find on this channel. Turn on the notifications and let's keep in touch on social media. So before I get started with the swatching, I just want to talk briefly about Superstay Matte Ink. So yeah, I'm wearing a shade number 285 right now, by the way. And yeah, so this collection of Maybelline has been around for quite some time now. It's like 2017 or even earlier, and this has become so popular, of course, in the world because of the crazy lasting power. Like, I have my own experience wherein I wore this for like 12 hours straight and it still didn't get off. Like, it was still intact, and the only reason it got off was because I used baby oil to take it off. I mean, like, 2020 has given up on us, but not this liquid lipstick. And the only time that I actually didn't consciously take it off was when I ate an entire can of tuna and vegetable oil. That was like the only time, the only exception. But this has, exceptionally crazy lasting power. It has a lovely vanilla fragrance, there's that. It could take a little bit of time to dry. It can also feel a little bit hot and heavy, a little bit sticky when it's drying, but when it does dry, it's really invincible and you barely feel that it's there. And I love that it's generally among the more tolerable selections for people with very, very dry lips like me. Because if I use other liquid lipsticks, I wouldn't really be able to last 12 hours without thinking about lip balm, thinking about taking off the liquid lipstick and then changing to lip balm. So for me, I think this is already among the more forgiving liquid lipsticks in the market. Of course, it's also great that there are, officially 47 shades now with this new release right here. So they already have an extensive selection of nudes, pinks, plums, mauves. Almost anything you can think of has already been released so far for this collection. So there's definitely a shade for everyone. So now, officially let's get started with the swatching. The first shade is number 285, Gritty. This is a beautiful brick shade with a rosy pink touch, and I think it will look flattering on a lot of skin tones. I am especially fond of this shade, and I think that this will work well for any occasion. This is the more reddish version of shade 205, Assertive, from their City Edition release for Superstay Matte Ink. The next shade is number 290, Standout. This is a bright and cheerful chili red shade with a very strong orange undertone. I find this to be a unique shade for Maybelline as it's much more vividly orange than most other orange toned shades that they've released so far. The next shade is number 295, Dauntless. This is a deep cherry red shade. Maybelline has done quite well with cherry reds in a lot of their past releases, and this is yet another great cherry red shade which I think is very wearable. The next shade is number 300, Front Runner. This is a medium depth clay shade with a reddish undertone. I know a lot of you suddenly will remember Clay Crush from their Creamy Matte collection, but this shade is warmer and deeper than Clay Crush. The next shade is number 305, Unconventional. This is a medium depth brownish coral shade. Though somewhat similar, this is warmer and redder than shade 300. I feel that this is a good shade to choose if you're looking to liven up your look for online meetings. The next shade is number 310, Achiever. This is a deep wine red, although I find this to be a little bluer than real life red wine. I think that some would also describe this as a burgundy shade. Though somewhat similar, this is deeper and a bit less warmer compared to shade 295. The last shade is number 315, Extraordinary. This is a medium depth brick orange shade. Though somewhat similar, this is deeper and more subdued compared to shade 290. I think that this is the best shade to choose if you're obsessed with the autumn color themes in a lot of K-dramas. Just to do a recap, I'm swatching them all together. 285, Gritty. 290, Standout. 295, Dauntless. 300, Front Runner. 305, Unconventional. 310, Achiever. And 315, Extraordinary. Just for comparison, this is how the swatches look like right beside the color-matched packaging. And yeah, so those were the swatches. And for those of you who are curious, like how was I like able to swatch everything without, much difficulty, knowing that these liquid lipsticks are just so popular for being so long lasting, it's actually because of this tiny little thing. And actually a lot of people seem to not be aware that Maybelline actually has a corresponding Maybelline Superstay eraser, and it's essentially like a cleansing balm. It's just like a clear balm and a balm stick, and it's designed for you to be able to easily remove Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipstick. So if ever you find yourself in a situation that you feel like you need something better and more efficient at removing this product for you, then definitely do check out the eraser. And yeah, so like I've mentioned, so Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink has been around for quite some time, and it's famous for lasting really well, and there are tons of testimonials online. But for this new normal, it has actually found a new life in this pandemic, because this is actually one of the items that is actually mask proof. So as you can see, they have here like a card with Gigi Hadid wearing a mask and then removing it, and it's not going to transfer. And the amazing thing is that I do think that this can really do that because it stays put so well. And if you kind of think about it, the only reason why it's not able to fade is because it doesn't transfer onto things when it is completely dry. So right now I think it's like more or less dry already, because there's like a tiny bit of transfer, but this is already like near negligible. So I have here a mask, just like a cheap mask, which I'm gonna be putting on. And so yeah, of course this is the new normal that we have to face, right? When we go outside, when we leave our homes, we have to be in masks. But of course, like I guess the worst fear that a lot of people have, right, is having the lipstick, get onto the mask, and then the lipstick that's on the mask is then going to transfer back and mess up like the side of your lips and maybe the sides of your cheeks or something. And of course we don't want that, right? Which is why they are promoting this as one of those items that you can trust, so that your lipstick will not budge, it will not smudge under your mask and possibly ruin your other makeup. So yeah, I'm just like talking here, and yeah, I'm gonna take it off now just so I can show you that there is like really barely anything. Let me zoom it in. As you can see, there's like really barely anything. Like there's just this like tiny speck right here, but it's like near negligible at this point. It's like barely any transfer. So this is more or less how clean your mask is going to be. So yeah, officially this is declared as mask proof essentially. And this is like another milestone for this, because like in the past I have done a LAZADA live stream wherein I remember eating an oily donut on live camera to show that it really will not smudge, and it really didn't smudge. So I'm going to be linking that video down below, and of course I'm also going to be linking all the shopping links that you can find so that you yourselves can get get, you know, red and sophisticated. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really curious to find out what's your favorite Superstay Matte Ink shade. So be it from this new release or from past releases, I definitely want to find out. Please leave a comment at the comments box. And if you are looking for reviews of the past 40 shades or so, yeah, definitely you can find them all on my blog. I have swatched and reviewed every single one, and yes, the only reason why I survived is because I used the Superstay eraser. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and of course turn on the notifications. Follow me on Instagram at dollofmary, and I'll be seeing you at the next one. Bye!